Trying a little setup today. Oh. Nice. Okay. Always good to have your parents send you a note that they're making some lunch and then not inviting you to that lunch. Thanks, Mom and Dad. All right, so we are live. I don't know why I'm so blurry. I'm going to try one more time. Might help a little bit. Let me go away for a second. Okay, much better. Whoa. Much better. I'll take that any day. Okay. So I decided a couple weeks ago that we would find some time. We did a survey from the Jacksonville Jewish Center to decide what was the best time for adult programming. And we had early morning, we had midday, we had afternoon, really every time slot you can think of. And everyone wanted 1 to 3 o'clock. 1 to 3 o'clock. Now what's interesting is that none of the programs that we've offered over the last 5 months have been between 1 and 3 o'clock. You can really look at all the schedules that we have had, and we have never had a program between 1 and 3. Now, so I had a theory. Why would we not be having this during 1 to 3? So I said maybe because in Florida, for those who know Florida, it rains at some point in the afternoon every day. It's just a thing, at least in North Florida. That's what makes our beautiful trees just filled with foliage. So if you can imagine what they would look like without that summer rain, all right, it would be pretty bad. So what I thought we would do is just sing a couple songs. Just to get us in an afternoon filled with some little sunshine, a little happiness, some songs that we might have heard from some of our other spaces, from our healing service, from our concerts. So those who have attended those, maybe those are songs that bring you joy and comfort. But today is a special birthday. Of someone, it's great to see. Mary was the first one online. July 20th is Scott Zimmerman's birthday of blessed memory. And so being in the middle of the summer, I wanted to celebrate him today as well, and so some of his favorites that we used to play together back in the day. So one is, since we're thinking of Scott, I'm thinking about Angels from Montgomery, John Prine. We'll see if this is the right key. That's the other thing about working on the afternoon. We never know what's going to happen. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Great. I already knew that was the half step off.
My mother, my omen is another child that's grown old. If dreams were lightning, the thunder were desire, this old house would have burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster with no rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I have me a cowboy. We weren't much to look at, just a free randoming man. But that was a long time, no matter how I tried. The years just flow by like a broken down day. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
So I asked our congregation last month if anyone had any requests, songs that we hadn't been singing, and or something that they liked to sing. So if you have a request on the Facebook or on chat, when we do this again, I'll try to listen to those newer requests, and if I actually know the song, maybe we'll even add it in today. So, a Hebrew song. We're going to go in between some English and some Hebrew. And so this is a song by Arik Einstein, Ani ve'ata. You and I can change the world. We have a lot of songs like that, both in Hebrew and in English. And we have control over ourselves, and in showing and modeling how we want our world to be, we can inspire others and take a hand, metaphorically take a hand, and change this world. Also change the key.
אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה אז יבוא כבר כולם. אמרו את זה קודם, לפניי זה לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה ננסה מההתחלה. יהיה לנו רע, אין דבר, זה לא נורא. אמרו את זה קודם, לפניי זה לא משנה. אני ואתה ננסה מההתחלה. יהיה לנו רע, אין דבר, זה לא נורא. אמרו את זה קודם, לפניי זה לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה אז יעבור כבר כולם. אמרו את זה קודם, לפניי זה לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם.
go to our uncover my piano. Craziness of Zoom backgrounds is you have no idea that there's a giant keyboard right here. And grab some of our other stuff. So it makes sense that if we're singing in the rain, then we should sing songs about rain or sun or rainbows. So this is one of my favorite. I sang it for a friend last week at a quarantine concert, and it's called Rainbow. When it rains, it pours, but you didn't even notice. It ain't raining anymore. It's hard to breathe when all you know is the struggle of staying above the rising waterline. The sky is finally open, rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Hold tight to your umbrella, darling, I'm just trying to tell you that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. You could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors, red, yellow, orange, and green, and at least a million others. Tie up a boat, take off your coat, and take a look around. The sky is finally open, rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Hold tight to your umbrella, darling, I'm just trying to tell you that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. So tie up a boat, take off your coat, and take a look around. Everything's alright now, 'cause the sky is finally open, rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Let go of your umbrella, darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. That there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. So we think of rainbows only when it rains, but sometimes we have those angels on high, angels around us who make our life colorful in different ways, and that's the rainbow that we look for. And all right, let's look at our next song. So, since this is sort of, I was thinking about camp last week. I did a little concert with a friend from my days at Camp Vermont in New England, Palmer, Massachusetts. I think Scott went to Palmer too, right? Yeah. And so when we would be in the Char Ochel, the mess hall, the dining hall, we would get all these people screaming for Jewish songs. It's what a moment in Jewish history when young children and even young adults are screaming at the top of their lungs, Dodi li va'anilo. I am my beloved and my beloved. They were screaming it. It was awesome. And so we would have all these standards that we would have to sing each and every Shabbat, during the week. And so one of them is Im Tirtzu Enzo Agada. If you will, it is not a dream. Theodor Herzl. And so very Zionistic to think about how that became such a standard. So we'll try this. Now, what's also interesting, a little side note, is that when I was on the Shirah staff for a couple of years at Ramah, I didn't play the guitar. I played the keyboard. It was a little smaller than the one I have here, one of those Toys R Us keyboards, and I would carry it around. We'd play some of the songs, the pre-recorded. I've been working on the Railroad and other standards, but I owned a guitar. My father bought me a guitar when I was right out of college, but I did not pick it up until much later when I realized that maybe I should just learn how to play the guitar, at least a little bit. And so when I used to play this on the piano. I don't think I've ever played it on the guitar. So we say Tidchadesh, that I should renew each and every day. That's a good key too. Im tirtzu, enzo agada, liotam choshi be'artzeinu be'eretz Zion Yerushalayim. Tirtzu, im tirtzu, enzo agada, liotam choshi be'artzeinu be'eretz Zion Yerushalayim. It goes into Vishinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam, Vishinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam, V'shivtecha v'techa uvlechtecha v'derech, V'shofpecha v'kumecha v'kumecha, Talmud Torah kineged kulam, Talmud Torah kineged kulam. Im tirtzu, enzo agada, liotam choshi be'artzeinu be'eretz Zion Yerushalayim. V'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam, V'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam, V'shivtecha v'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech, V'shofpecha v'kumecha v'kumecha. Talmud Torah kineged kulam, Talmud Torah kineged kulam, Talmud Torah kineged kulam. Im tirtzu, enzo agada, liotam choshi be'artzeinu be'eretz Zion Yerushalayim. So what's interesting, I don't know why there's three separate songs in that mashup. And I don't know if it's the chord progressions. I have to think that it was part of why those tunes were mashed up together. But it's sort of the all-encompassing Jewish journey. Im tirtzu enzo agada. Not only if you dream of something, then you can make it possible. That's a general idea. But knowing that it was made with this vision of Israel on the horizon, a vision that Herzl never saw to fruition. but something that we are now realizing today with the state of Israel. So we have that to start us off. We have Vishinantam Livanecha, that you should teach your children wherever you go. There should be signs when you wake up in the morning, when you lie down, and you're coming and you're going, everywhere. The importance of education and teaching our next generation. And those are just values of how to be a good person and how to be an ethical person in this world. And then Talmud Torah, Kineged Kulam. The study of Torah, again, is Kineged Kulam for all of us to enjoy. And so, all those three messages of that mashup, brought to you by Camp Ramah in New England. All right, let's do, we're doing a couple more. We're going to do a little bit of Sunshine. So we're going a little gospel. Now we're going to do This Little Light of Mine. Sometimes when I visit friends who are ill or other members of our community, and I bring a guitar. Sometimes I like to just schmooze, but sometimes I bring a guitar and we sing healing songs. And sometimes those songs come from Jewish text, our liturgy. But more often than not, they're just songs that have a beautiful message of light and joy. And when we sing them, we smile. We either we return to our childhood and how we learn them. So hopefully it brings a little sunshine into our lives. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right, I wasn't going higher than that today. Thanks, Mary. I was not going higher than that today. It was a warm-up we used to do all the time in a cappella groups. So it makes you smile, and again, and then we just kept going up a half step each time. Hopefully you went on the journey with me for that. Another song that I wanted to sing is a song we sang for our concert for July 5th. That was the wrong window. Nope, not FaceTime. Hello. And Kol Haolam Kulo. The whole world is a narrow bridge. We actually learned that, or I learned recently that the text itself was altered somewhat by the composer of the melody, Baruch Chait. And the original words speak of not that the entire world is a narrow bridge, but there are times in our lives where we have a narrow bridge, a very, very narrow bridge. And the most important thing is It says lo lefached in the song, but it says in the original text lo lehitpached, that you should not fear within oneself, right? Not have self-doubt. And so as we go through difficult times, I think that's always a beautiful message, that we don't deny that there are narrow bridges in our lives. Not always, but they are there. But the most important thing is to believe in ourselves, that we can get through this. Ol haolam kulo gesher tzar meod, gesher tzar meod, gesher tzar meod. Kol haolam kulo gesher tzar meod, gesher tzar meod. והעיקר, והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר, והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר, והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר, והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. והעיקר, והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר, והעיקר לא So I think our last one today, I was trying to keep to our half an hour. I did it. I'm really good about that sometimes. Before we finish up with a standard and perfect for a rainy day, and especially for a day of sunshine, it's a plug. Like to all the other things that are musical in nature, but some happen every week. Some are special events. And so the first is our healing service, Tuesdays, 5 o'clock every Tuesday, Eastern Standard Time. We incorporate readings and melodies, different concepts each week to just look for healing during these difficult times. Friday nights, we have our Shabbat in the Underground, me and you and everyone singing and putting our hands up and clapping our hands, stomping our feet for preparation for Shabbat, bringing in new melodies and old. And the great thing about those kind of services, if you are home by yourself, you can mute and you can sing out as loud as you want, which is pretty awesome during these strange times. But my big plug this week is Wednesday nights. I've been working on a program called Some Good News. We can all use some good news. If those who travel in the Facebook world and they see pictures of cats or babies or anything that makes them smile, this is that program for a half an hour of just those kinds of things. But they're all people from the Jacksonville Jewish Center, so it should make you fell beyond belief. Bring some tissues. It'll be super awesome. And so we have to just celebrate the good in the world, the good that our people are doing, the good things that are happening to good people as well. So that is Wednesday, 7:30, Zoom and Facebook. With that, we'll conclude with You Are My Sunshine, which is a standard of our band, and standard of we always ended each time we meet. We've met virtually a couple times, sung some of our songs, but each time we meet, we sing this song, and we think of Scott again on his birthday on July 20th. Also the day that 51 years ago there was the moon landing. I found that out this morning as well during prayer. So we dedicate this to his memory, and I hope you all have a little sunshine in your lives, even during these cloudy days. The other advantage of being virtual is that I can play this 2 steps up from the band that plays it in C. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I'll always love you and make you happy. If you would only say the same. But if you leave me and love another, you'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, you really love me, and no one else could come between. But now you left me and loved another. You have shattered all my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. No, please don't take my sunshine away. We say goodbye to our friends on Facebook. Hope you have a great week. Again, we'll hopefully see you on all those events coming up.